Hello, my crafty friends. Welcome to my Friday Facebook Live. Happy Friday. I'm Sarah Chatello with Sassy Paper Craft. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today's project is this one, except we're going to be doing a slightly different color for the base here. But I really wanted to show you is this rubbing alcohol technique. It's very cool, very pretty, and I want to show you that. But first, before we get into that, yesterday, if you are an active Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you got to pre-order from the new mini catalog, which so excited about this. There's so much good stuff in this catalog. And if you would like to pre-order from this catalog, all you have to do is join my team. Let me show you that again. This catalog goes live for customers August 3rd. I put in my list to Stampin' Up! On the 30th. So if you've ordered from me within the past 12 months, you will be getting a catalog. And if you haven't, there is a catalog request form in the description of this video. And also, with the catalog comes Celebration. Are you ready? It's from August to September this year. We're going to do 2 of them this year. We had one January and February, and we're going to have another one for August to September. So if you don't know what Celebration is, every $50 worth of product that you order, you get something for free. I can't show you what's in there, but this is the cover of it, so you can kind of get an idea of what will be in there. But that happens August 3rd. For this month, what we have is a designer series paper sale. So there are 9 papers that are on sale, these 9, and you can look at them all and get all the details on them by going to my online store. And one more quick announcement, my July ordering specials. So for a $50 purchase in my online store, you will receive the Expressions in Ink tutorials. You get 4 tutorials, and that's the suite we're talking about this week. And with a $100 purchase, you get the tutorials plus a roll of the polished pink open ribbon. And these are, if you use the host code here, and it's also here if you need to write it down, or you can click the shop link in the description of this video. So let's get started. Oh, I just knocked something over. Okay, let's get started with our card. So this technique is very cool. I'm not going to go through exactly how I did this. I mean, I am, but you'll see it's a little time consuming, not much. I find it very relaxing. So I have a scrap piece of basic white here and my Stampin' Blends. So for the flower, I used 6 colors: the light and dark polished pink, light and dark pale papaya, and light and dark fresh freesia. So this is all I'm going to do. I'm going to start with the light color, and it really doesn't matter. You can start with a dark, with a light, whatever you want. And I'm just going to color. And it doesn't matter if you get the whole thing. It doesn't matter what end you use. I just want to show you the gist of this technique. So we're just going to use all 6 colors just so I can show you how cool it really is. And I think I did a live video on this before, but it didn't quite turn out. Not sure why, but we're going to try this again. It turned out for me this time. So I don't know what I did wrong last time. I don't even know if that video is still up on here, floating around the internet somewhere. Okay, so now we're all colored. Now I have here 91% alcohol, rubbing alcohol. This is just Walmart brand. I think it costs like 80 cents. And I'm going to go ahead and pour a little bit into the cap of it. And I have a water painter. Now you could fill your water painter with the alcohol. I just didn't think to do that until just a second. So, hi Colleen, I see you're here. I don't know what's going on with my comments. It's trying to show me all kinds of other things. Oops. Anyways, I can't see the comments really right now, so Just dip your water painter in the alcohol, and then I just kind of flick it. And do you see that cool effect? You can really see it on the polished paint. And you can also take and kind of rub it, paint a little bit with the alcohol, and that's what I did to blur some of those harsh lines. And you can dab it. I mean, there's really no wrong way to do this technique. It's very cool. So once that dries, I'm going to show you what happens. You get something like this. And I've already obviously die cut on it. I just wanted to show you the technique. Let me get this out of the way before I spill rubbing alcohol everywhere. And then I die cut it using the artistic dies that come with the Artistically Inked Bundle. So this is the die. So I use this big flower here and the stems. Now for the stems, I use just soft succulent, the light and the dark on the finished card here. I don't know if you can see in the back, there's the leaves. But when you're all done, when you die cut them, you get this. And my leaf kind of turned a little bit. Now also what I did was on the back, I used an adhesive sheet. And the adhesive sheets are found on page 153 of the annual catalog. And they easily adhere shapes you cut with the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So what you do is you put the adhesive sheet on the back of your cardstock. So if you were using, let's say, this piece, you would put an adhesive sheet on the back part, then put your die on top and run it through. And it basically makes it like a sticker. So we're just going to peel these off. And if you notice too, a lot of my pieces are still left in. That's because of the adhesive sheet. But watch when I take it off, most of them will come right out. I'm just using a paper piercer. You can use the tip of your scissors to peel that off. And see, most of them get stuck to the adhesive sheet. So, and then some of them don't. So I have the take your pick tool, and I have the die brush end on this one, and then a piercer on the other one. I use the piercer instead of the die brush end. You could use that, but I just kind of stick them to my finger to get the pieces all out. The die brush end, I can kind of make a mess if you have an adhesive sheet on the back of it. But if that's what works for you, feel free. And I've also seen people do this before they take off the adhesive sheet. That doesn't work too well for me. I don't know how other people are doing. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with that. But so it looks like the center of my flowers here is all I need to get out. And then I'm just going to make sure to flip this over. And then we'll go with our stems here. It makes a little bit of mess. You want your garbage nearby. Sorry, I see there's comments coming in. I want to be able to read them in case you guys have a question. Oh, Colleen says her comments didn't work yesterday either. Oh, and Wendy says she saw somebody use a silicone mat and it peels them right off. I have one of those that I've actually never used. So this is what she's talking about. I think the silicone craft sheet. I will have to try that next time because we're already doing this, girl. So keep going. So I'm just taking my piercer end, poking these out. And then once I am done with that, I have a piece of basic white handy so that I can just stick this right down. And this is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. Actually, I'm sorry, this is not basic white. This is shimmer white because I did want that nice little shimmer effect. I'm just going to stick that down. And there will be a blog post up sometime today with all the measurements and details. So if you're missing out on anything, it's okay. And then I'm just sticking this right over top of it. And it looks kind of muddy right now, but trust me, it gets better. And you could just use one of the pieces. I like how both of them look. I like the contrast. Get some of these out of the way so I don't stick it to anything. And then I also have a piece of polished pink that's 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And that is what we are going to be sticking this down to. And if you find you have pieces that just don't want to stick, you can always take a glue dot and roll that up and put it under there. Combo glue would work too if you did it, I think, before you put it down on your card. It's fine, we're going with it. I'm just putting some seal on the back of this and sticking, oh, I think I did put this on the wrong thing. You know what, it's okay, we're just gonna go with it. It's fine, that's not cut at 5 1/4 by 4, but it's okay. Mistakes happen. This was my 5 1/4 by 4 piece. And then before I stick it down, you guys, I was supposed to put ribbon on. That's okay, I'll show you how to fix that. So normally I do my my Scotch tape trick, but what I'm going to do now is take a glue dot and put it on the end of my ribbon and just tuck that underneath, because it should have went on before I stuck down my layer. And let's see if I can get this piece up a little bit, just enough to get, I might have to cut this. Well, I'm glad I could show you. It's okay to make mistakes today. We all do it. And honestly, when I'm finished with it, nobody but you guys will know that it's not supposed to look like this, that I forgot to put my ribbon on. I'm just going to take my paper piercer and tuck that ribbon in. There. Move that up a little bit. Perfect. And now I've already tied a bow, because we've seen me tie bows before, and that takes years. So I'm just going to take another glue dot and put my bow on. And now all that's left to do is our sentiment. Let me get a scrap piece of basic white and the Artistically Inked stamp set. And just a reminder too, I noticed on the demonstrator website that the Expressions in Ink paper and the Suite collection as a whole will be available, should be available next week. It was supposed to be available this week. Looks like it got pushed back again. So they're saying the week of July 5th now. So if you were looking to get that, I know I'm waiting for that paper to come back in stock. I've been really wanting that paper. So I just have some polished pink there, and I took the Hello from the Artistically Inked stamp set. And I'm just tapping and straight down, straight up. And that's it for the stamping. This is once you get the alcohol technique down, it's a very simple card. Because I wanted the flowers and the leaves to kind of be the star of the show. So I didn't do too much in the way of stamping. I didn't want to take away from that. So then I have, right here, the Stitch So Sweetly dies. And these went along with a stamp set in last year's annual catalog. That stamp set has been retired, but they kept around the dies, thank goodness, because they are my favorite. And I used the second one in, or out, either way. This one, the middle one there. And get my cut and emboss machine out and move some things out of the way quickly. And then I'm using the platform 1, the plate 2, a cutting plate 3. I'm putting down my cardstock and the die, and then another cutting plate on top of that, and then pushing it and running it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Set that there so I don't lose it. And then I'm going to take a few dimensionals. These are mini dimensionals. I don't want the minis. I like the minis. I just want the regular ones. There they are. I'm taking 3 of these and popping up my sentiment. I think I'm going to stick it there because that'll kind of hold that flower down. And then the last thing we're going to do is I have the 2021-2023 in color jewels. I'm going to get my paper piercer. So there's soft succulent, fresh freesia, evening evergreen, pale papaya, and polished pink. And really, you could use all these colors. I'm going to go and use 5 of them. So I'm going to use polished pink, do a pale papaya down there, a little baby fresh freesia up there, another polished pink about there, and then a pale papaya right in the center of my flower. And that is it. And it does look a little bit different than the first one, just because that size is not correct. But I still think it's pretty, and I would happily send that out to someone. So I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. And I will not be live in my VIP group on Sunday because it's 4th of July, but I will be live there Monday. So if you would like to see what we're working on next week and to get a preview of all the things coming up, go ahead and join my VIP group. And I will see you all Monday. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Enjoy your weekend.